I'm not even going to put up a clip because I think all of you know exactly what I'm talking about. The title of this video is Alleged Defendant, the alleged defendant. And I can think of one situation where he corrected the judge and the judge, oh, yes, the alleged defendant. Again, why I give Judge Doro 97%. I will never hear the end of it for people. One lady said, you must not have read this article by the Associated Press. I said, oh, I must not have. I'm sorry. It's not like like there's ding, 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 new article by the Associated Press. Let me go and read that. Let me just drop everything I'm doing. Let me even stop doing this video. I'm going to go read that because the Associated, come on, guys. Obviously, I didn't read it if you're leaving this comment because you think that I'm not showing respect to Judge Doro with my 97%. Somebody says to me, you must not have read this article by the Associated Press. After the trial, Judge Juror received presents and accolades and cards, and they came from little girls and old ladies, and they came from war veterans, and they came from like teenage boys that had just made Eagle Scout. And they said, one of the first things I got to do now that I'm an Eagle Scout is I've got to write this letter to Judge Doro to tell her what a great job she did on the Waukesha Christmas Parade trial. I mean, it was that kind of a comment, and it was like a 2-paragraph comment, and they were just like, and I'm thinking to myself, I gave her a 97. Why are you like what the hell, But so in any event, but back to the alleged defendant. When Judge Doro said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You're absolutely correct, Mr. Brooks." It was like, yes, like he was the alleged defendant, but I mean. I think of like the Nuremberg trials, the alleged war criminal. Everybody knows you're a war criminal, Herman Goering. Like, okay, alleged, okay, because you're innocent until proven guilty, but come on. It was a little slip. Like, Darrell never had a slip in court, right? And of course, whenever he had a slip, Lindsay Daisy or whatever. What's her name? Is it Lindsay Daisy? Lori Daisy. I'm sorry, guys. You think I'm making this up? You think that I would knowingly insult or offend an attorney by not knowing their name after making 100 videos? It's like a tongue twister to me. Her name. What is it? Shelly Basie. Okay. See, I remembered it. Okay. It's like, how many times did Darrell Brooks have a slip of the lip, a tongue twister, was Judge Juror like, oh, I got you, you meant to say this? Or Sue Opper's like, ask, Mr. Brooks, the word is ask. The defendant will pronounce the word right, or the guy, the guy prosecutor, Steve, I think his name. I don't know what his name, I don't know. I know Sue Opper, I know Judge Doro, I know Erica Patterson, I know key people. I don't, except for Sue, I don't know the Zach was his name. Zach Witchow. There you go. It was on the tip of my tongue. And if you believe that, then you also believe that, you can get a great degree from Trump University. The reality of the matter is that I just honestly think that Darrell Brooks Jr., you had to say everything correctly. And what I was just saying was, Zach Witchow, Sue Opper, Terry Beasley, none of these attorneys, prosecutors would have called Darrell Brooks out on acts or truth or oath. They wouldn't have done any of that. But first chance he gets to criticize Sue, Zach, Terry, he's going to take it. Any attack against Judge Doro, he's going to take it. Any attack against the bailiffs, you didn't move me correctly. Oh, my shoulder hurts. I'm going to take it out on them. Even a juror who he thought that he recognized for being rude to him or something that actually was not rude to him, and he was wrong, of course, never admitted it, all of that stuff, nobody ever called him out on it. But the first chance that he can get to call them out, he will. And to me, again, why am I making this video? Why am I not even putting a clip at the beginning? Because I don't think we need a clip. The viewers that watch these videos and leave comments on these videos and get me and what I'm all about, they don't need to see clips. The clips are in our mind. We have become so like interested in this trial, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because now we can't press a reset button on our mind. So I almost feel like, if I'm being perfectly honest, I almost feel like the clips are more so for people that don't know anything about the trial, people that are maybe discovering this for the first time, and there's going to be many generations of people talking about this trial. I mean, obviously, don't you think? But I mean, those of us that are leaving the 2-paragraph long comments, we don't need a clip. We don't. We're already more too familiar with this trial than we would like to be. We have family members, co-workers, friends, like why, like completely dumbfounded by why we are watching this trial, why we are constantly attacking this defendant. Obviously, they think he should be attacked, but why by us? They don't. And one friend even said to me, this is a friend of mine, said, this is becoming like a good Labowski scenario. Now, that is a kind of a twisted analogy, but I can see it because with the Big Labowski, the dude had a lot of like different sayings, which are now adopted by people that love the movie, like myself. Certain mannerisms, the White Russian drink, for example. Hey, man, calm down. There's a beverage here or something like that. Like that sort of thing. And so, but the difference is that, we love the Big Lebowski. We love the actors in the Big Lebowski. We're celebrating that movie. Where this, we hate Darrell Brooks. We hate what he did. And we use his terms jokingly amongst ourselves, but mainly to just kind of mock him and just make fun of him, basically. You know how they say you shouldn't make fun of people when you're in school and that sort of thing? You shouldn't. But when you get in a car and you injure 70 plus people and kill 6 and have zero remorse, I think it's okay to make fun of you. But that's just me. I don't want to like even speak for the channel. I'm just speaking for myself. I think it's okay. We'll give that one a check. So, but at the same time, though, there is like that little bit of Big Lebowski overlap because a lot of us, even in our comments, you guys may not know this, but I actually comment on other Darrell Brooks videos also. It's not like I'm just making the videos and you're commenting. And, excuse me, I'm getting dry mouth. Those comments use those terms and they use them intelligently, like placing them in a certain way where, so in other words, we're taking something that this person, and whenever I think of him, I want to say something, but I can't say it here. A, because of monetization. B, because of YouTube terms of service. C, because I don't know if there's, young children watching this with their parents or their grandparents. I don't know if there's like an adolescent or two. I don't know if there's a full-grown adult that doesn't like people that say bad words. I don't want to just do that, and the least of my concerns is the monetization, because even if it's not monetized, the video stays up. We can still watch it and comment on it. But if it offends somebody, they could potentially mute me, or they could mute me in the video or cut that part out and the video would look real stupid. But they wouldn't care how it looked because their goal would be to take out whatever's, the bad content. So again, I don't want you guys to think that just because I don't drop expletives up and down about Darrell Brooks Jr. that I don't have the most extreme contempt for him that I do. But the thing is we got to be considerate. We don't know like who's watching this. So I try to limit my expletives, and sometimes some videos don't have any at all. And those are the good ones, I think, because, I could see a lot of like, little grandkids or whatever, like with grandma or grandpa watching this, and the perception of grandma or grandpa that you may be thinking of initially is different than the one that I'm thinking of now. I'm thinking of grandparents that look like Wilford Brimley, but the reality of the matter is that grandparents have come a long way. A lot of Gen Xers are grandparents now, and there's no Wilford Brimley in them. So I could see them watching something like this or headbanging to like a Pantera video or something like that, early Metallica video, and that's not the picture that I had when I was a little kid, like going to my grandma, I didn't see her headbanging, or watching videos of serial killers or whatever. So the grandparent of today is not the grandparent of yesterday that if you were good would say, would you like a Werther's? You know what I mean? So in any event, that's why I don't curse. But with regards to the defendant, the alleged defendant, I think that, you know, this whole rigmarole that the court went through because of the alleged defendant was why I give the judge a 97. I'm sorry, I give her a 97. I'm a bad person.